Hello everybody, it's Flesson19. Welcome back to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord and the Sturgian campaign. So we are going to be making our way down because we need money. That's the one thing I really want to concentrate on right now. And let's see how much they have our horses for. They do have them at 700, so I think I will get rid of them here because there's no guarantee that when I get to Amitatis, they might be cheaper than that. So let's get rid of our 5 horses here. There we go. That's 4K. I'd rather take the sure thing than to come down here and they're only 600. And then that way you end up losing 5 to 700 on it. So I think I would rather take that route. And I don't want to fail right now. I want to keep everybody happy. Let's see what they have horses here for. There you go. 500. So we would have lost 1,000 in that deal. So I take the sure thing. So let's talk to the smith. Complete the quest. Oh, do we have a new tournament? No. Okay, so what we are doing is, of course, we're hitting asteroid territory. We want the delivery quest, and we hope we get at least one. Getting at least one will pull us 5 to 7,000. Getting 2 of them will pull us 10 to upwards of 14,000. Tournament. And that's what we're doing this episode. We need money. And if I can make it past the first round, I can win. So I am going to bet. I've said this before, it's almost always smart to bet if you have any type of decent tournament because you get 4 to 1 on your money in the first round. So if you bet on 4 tournaments just in the first round, you only need to win 1 to break even. So it's almost, and this is a pretty good one. And this is pretty much over. Unless something stupid happens. I pretty much have this one won. And I would like to take out the blue guy. That's a lord. But I don't know if I'll get there in time. No, didn't get there in time. So I gotta face him again. Didn't bat. Damn it. You can see I'm gonna win an extra 450 with the item. Oh, and I did want to talk about something Recluse said. I made a comment about me being an average player, and I for the most part consider myself an average player. I really do. However, that after the amount of time I have into this game, somewhere in the 2,000 to 3,000 hour range, I'm not exactly sure anymore. I would say I'm probably a little above average. So saying I'm an average player probably isn't the right thing to say. We never dealt with that, and we never dealt with that. These, of course, I'm going to go ahead and sell because I want money. We're going to end up doing something on the way back. Also, I want those Sturgian trotters. So we got 20 horses right now. So I consider myself an average player, but I'm probably a little above average. Now, as far as my bow is concerned, as a lot of people know, I absolutely love a bow. I just love it to death. I'm not going to do an extortion by deserter. I did the Horse Archer playthrough, which was 125 episodes, is what I did with that. That's a lot of time. And as people know, late game, you're doing a lot of sieges. So I did a ton of time in using a bow. Now, when it comes to a bow, one of the things you have to remember is that the bow itself and your skill, your bow skill, helps your accuracy. And what your accuracy is going to do is allow you to make sure that when you shoot, and you shoot this right here, it's not going to drift to the left or to the right. You'll notice that in the early game that your arrows can drift. You don't need to worry about that. So all you have to do is worry about vertically, up and down. And when you're in a siege, if you go to hit something and you're too low, you'll hit the wall and you'll see a big poof. So that way you know, okay, I'm too low. Just move it up a little higher. So you will actually learn it. So as far as bow is concerned, it's really easy to do. There is also another thing that you can do, and I don't remember the exact one. That would be in options and video, not video. Oh, come on. You can also turn this up, weapon trail visibility, so you can see where your weapons are actually going. And there it is, field of view. Okay. Which is which? First person field of view. The lower you make this, the closer things are going to appear when you press the letter R when viewing it. Okay. So the game normally starts up in here, and I turn this down, so that way when I press R in a battle, I can see further away. And as some people have also said, you can then press the shift key to see even further away. So that is a couple things that you can do to try to help out your bow skill. Bow is just something that I naturally love. I think it is absolutely amazing. To me, it is almost therapeutic to do. I love it so much. It's just really fun to me. And this is, of course, movement speed. I do not take the HP. To me, 5 HP isn't worth a lot. But 10% movement speed? Alright, that's worth. Alright, so let's hope that we get this. So it's all about having practice, is what it is. Let's hope this is one going up to Sanala, Razi. There we go, Quias. We got our first one. Unfortunately, we're going back up this way, and this is a big-time gamble. We don't know if any are over there, but we're going to go over there anyway. So this one's going to be around 5,000 to 7,000. Probably about 5,000 to 6,000 we're going to get out of this quest alone. That's already going to give us enough for our first workshop. As you can see right now, we're losing 79 a day, and we haven't upgraded. So we're going to go up get our workshop, and that workshop, even though the Sturgian workshop aren't as good, we're not getting a Kuzite wool weavery because we are not Kuzite. It's a Sturgian playthrough. So they're not going to produce as much money, but that's not what we care about. We just want to offset our income to our army. That's all we care about. Not bad. We got 5,700. I can handle that. So we're going to go back down. Spider. Complete the quest. Because if you don't complete the quest, they will be pissed at you, and you can't do it again unless you build or Lincoln back up. So we are done with that. Let's go to the next one. I know the next one is right there. As you can see, I am not doing any tournaments for the SRI, as I do not like them. I pretty much hate them with a passion. I do not like thrusting spears. To me, that is not fun unless I'm on a horse. Then I can handle it. But I don't like thrusting spears. It is probably my least favorite thing in the game to do. It's really boring. So we're hurrying up to go check these, and then from here, we're going to head back up. In fact, we're not exactly set to go up and deliver horses. And do we get another one? No, art of the trade. Now we'll go check the next one, which is here. There's 6 total. We check these 2. This is 1. And there's 1 on the other side of Hoodgar, and then there's 2 up by Husselbolt. And 2 tools, so we don't have that one. I wouldn't mind going after him. It's 18 of them. Just to get a little bit of stuff out of him. So by using that field of view, which I'm going to show you right now, you press the letter R and you can see that it appears like that. If you make that view first angle or first person a lot higher up, then you're going to be further back. Now you press shift, you can see I get even closer. And you could see how that you could see the arrow actually go. So you know if you're too far, you're too short, hit. I'm just too fast. No, come on. It sucks when they're going down like that. Come on. Yeah. Get him. Damn it. We unfortunately, as you can see, we only took out 6 of them. We only get 6 of that loot. We don't get the other 12. So we get very little loot out of it. That's why sometimes, oh, hello there. Mercenary Scout. I will take that. Then we take Drill Sergeant. Because we don't care about tier 4 plus troops. We want our low troops to level as quick as possible when it hits that time. Now, the one thing we do need to be careful is with, of course, companions. So unfortunately, we didn't get one there. We just have 2 left, and that's it. Now, what I could do is I could buy horses, but I'm technically not set up for that, as I need 1 more point I put to here first, then I go to here. So I have like a couple options right now. I could head back over, buy some horses, which I might just end up doing that. There's 2 options. I can come back over, buy horses in Asgard, take them up into Landia, and go sell them to start my trade. Or I can start making my way back up into Sturgian territory to do some fighting, but along the way, do some tournament. So options are open to me. Now, one thing you have to be extremely careful with, I mean extremely careful, checking this out real quick. They do not have one. That's another horse one. Okay, so they do not have horses. Thinking what I want to do. I would almost rather do horses right now, and the reason why is it's the money situation. People get married, and obviously the number one wife that I want to get Landia. Islam. That's who I want my wife to be. She's the best Sturgian wife you can have. So obviously I want to get her, but she can get married very early in the game. So I think I will take this round. We're going to come back down here. We're going to grab these horses, and we're going to take them up into Blandia and sell them. And that should allow us to be able to get our workshop, and it should allow us to be able to get her. Very important to get her. You got to get her as quick as possible. I've had it where, was it the Sturgian campaign? Just one of my recent campaigns. She was gone. I mean, like within 100 days. History. So you've got to be extremely concerned with that. I want to double check. You never know. Never know if another one pops back up. That one will have it. Which it doesn't. And now this is the one that we already did. So most likely will not have another one this quickly. Small chance, but shouldn't. It's not. So we're going to go grab these horses, take them up to Landia, sell, and then get a workshop and get her. At the beginning of the game, I do not recommend getting a Azrai horse. I don't recommend it. And the reason why is because you're spending so much on them, when most of the time you're just going to double your money. On most of these, you double your money. Now, on mules, that's a different story. You can well more than double your money. We're only paying 44. You can easily triple your money on these. The problem with them is you get so many of them, as you can see, our herd penalty is going bonkers. So what I'm now going to do is get rid of some more mules. Now I have 80, which means there I can last 5 days. I can last 8 days. So do I think it's going to take me 8 days to get up there? No. All I have to do is make one sell in 8 days, and I'll be fine. So you need to be extremely careful at the beginning when it comes to taking horses. That's why, for the most part, you take all the desert horses you can, and then you mix in some. Now, with this, normally I would go with steward, but since we have horses, yeah, we're going right there. We want to get that going as quick as possible because the two things that take the longest is getting the trade done and then, of course, getting the smithing done. So by putting that point into that right now, that is going to help me out in getting the trade done as soon as possible, because as I did not do that in the Sturgian campaign on the live stream, and I paid the price for it. Because I don't know how many hours I was into that thing, and I was still like clan tier 3. When I can be clan tier 4 in less than 300 days. Easily less than 300 days. And you can see we made it up here pretty good. We had a decent speed. Now, if we had been sitting closer down to about 2 to 2.5, all right, that'd have been a little bit different. But we made it up here pretty damn good. So we're going to sell off these horses. And then we are going to get back up into Sturgian territory because I want to get my workshop and I want to get my wife. Because she's just so great at running a group. All right, so we are looking at, which that is beautiful. Anything above 400 is really good. Well, anything above 400 is good. Anything above 500 is amazing. So we're going to take that down there. And then mules are 188. That's over 4 times the price that I paid. I paid 44. So as you can see, mules are pretty dang good. Already 26. Now we're not going to go with trade goods because we're going to be mostly fighting, but now at least my profits are shown. But you try to buy desert horses for under 300 and you sell them for over 400. Mules you buy for about 50, you sell for over 100. Asteroid horses, those are a completely different animal, although those provide more HP because you're getting more profit. Those you want to buy for under 1200 and sell for over 16. That is normally how I work those. As you can see, 374, that is a definite no. Look at that, 191. Now I can sell a couple of them, and the reason why I can actually sell them is because I can go up into Botania and I can get mules. And they have somewhat cheap mules in Botania. You can get them either at Sanon or the north one. I can't remember the north one. Not Dunleavy, not Pink Knot, not Marino. I can't remember. Just over 400. So not the greatest. They do have fish here at amazing price though. And then of course they have olives. And then they have grapes. So what I'm doing is I'm stocking up on my food right now. Because food is a huge thing early in the game. So I think Raven, of course, ooh, I got to be careful of that. I ran into 10 like that. 15 might take me. I haven't upgraded yet. Molds of my guys are just tier 1. So I'm a little shocked they didn't come after me. $100? Another 7K. Now we're getting fast. We're 6.3. We're pretty much near the fastest you can get. Every man has a horse. We don't have a very, almost no horde penalty, not overburdened. This is exactly where you would want to be. However, as you can see, 716. Yeah, we're going to sell more. 53. Party can carry 20% more. That 20% additional workshop income, to me, doesn't seem to work. It really doesn't. And there you go. Boom, boom, and done. And finished. Now, we do need to put one more point into this. However, I'm not going to be concerned with that at this moment because we're done trading. So I'm going to get back over to my quartermaster and get that done. That was Carvis Cents. That is where they have horses. So we can get them from there and staying on at a pretty decent price per mule, which we could also take those mules up into Sturgian territory and sell them. So now, as you can see, we have our 30,000. We easily doubled our money. We're going to grab a little bit of horses, of course. There's our Chilean ponies. And a little high on the price, but we'll still take them. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to get our workshop, and then we need to get our wifey. Now our workshop is going to be fur, fish. That's called crap. Grain, fish, cows. So they have a decent tannery and a decent brewery. Where is she at, though? Poros. She must be captured. No. I don't know why. They're down, way down in Poros. Wow. Okay, well, then we're not going to worry about that. Double cow. And iron. Double cow would be a tannery. Although I really do like the brewery better. Hogs. Omar can have a brewery. They don't have the greatest workshop. I think it's what Tailward expects the workshops to be. And they expect their workshops to be around 150 to a day or something like that. I would rather go with a brewery as I feel it does better. Is that my Corinne? Yeah, it's my Corinne. Oh, I love her. Let's see how much grain they have here. They have a decent amount of grain. I think we're going to go with a brewery. Look at the price. You're definitely going with a brewery here. Then once we have that done, all we have to do is go pick up our wife. And it would be nice to have our companions, but we're, for the most part, good to go. We do need to complete, of course, our family quest. I have to figure out where I'm going to base that out of. I need to make sure that I definitely get a Cruzite companion. Oh, is this the one again? Oh, this is the one. I never put in a bug report, did I? Oh, I never did it. Damn it. This is the one that has the missing brewery. There's like a shop right up there. And there's only two. Okay, so it's Omar. Is it? Yeah, it's Omar. Because you can see there's a silk vendor, which is the linen. There's velvet, so it would be a wool weavery. And then, of course, you see the smithy, so where is the smith? There's the smith. So the wool weavery is missing. You can't access it. I remember that from the live stream. I will buy this. Yes, I will. And then we will turn this into a brew. So I need to make sure I hit the forms to let them know that this only contains two. I better save it. And that is going to be it for this episode. As I say, I'm trying to keep these under a half an hour at all costs. So we need to go get I'm going to go get my wife, and then we're going to continue on. So I will see you in the next one. Take care, and thanks for watching.